Alright, this is the review of the Ryobi 18-volt glue gun. I got this thing about 6 months ago, and I'll be honest, I haven't really used it that much. I want to say it costed $35, and what you get in the package is just like 3 glue sticks, an instruction manual, and the actual gun. Not the battery that's on it. That's a 4 amp hour battery. They want $80 a piece for them. But if you get lucky around like Father's Day and Christmas, they sell them 2 for $100, which is a steal. They're awesome batteries. What you see is what you get. I have a glue stick in it, and I have another one on the dashboard, but you can't see that because I got a mess on the dashboard too. But there's 3 of them. They're bigger than your normal craft glue gun. Like, I don't want to say this is industrial, but it's closer to an industrial grade than you're going to get at a craft store. If you go to a craft store, they probably only want $10 for 10 or 12. I'm sure you could spend 25 for a glue gun. But the downside for it, in the case of me, I live in a van and I live in a shed, and I use drill batteries for everything. So they're kind of like a universal thing. I use the Ryobi series because, one, they have more tools, and two, they're cheap. Well, cheaper. I can't really say that they're cheap, but I don't like having to replace my tools. Anyway, I got this when I started doing the storage units, and I got it because I was taking stuff to the flea market, and some of the little like Christmas stuff and stuff kept breaking. So I was able to use this at the flea market to fix the stuff that broke in transit, which is quite useful. And that's what I use it for. I also use it for the things that I put on the dashboard here, which is actually what I'm heating it up for now. This is like my story. Yeah, so I use the glue gun to put my story up here, and this is my story. Anytime I go somewhere, I pick stuff up. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it heat up, and then I'm gonna show you how it works and whatnot. It works better than the little $10 ones you're gonna get at the craft store. And like I said, because it's cordless, it's ideal for me. The being able to be free of the cord is just priceless when it comes down to it, because you can use it in any remote situation, which is very useful, especially when you're talking about different furniture and doing different crafts. The other thing that I find that's better about this one over the plug-in ones is the cost of the glue sticks. If you go into Home Depot, they don't sell the craft size glue stick, but they sell this size glue stick. Well, this size glue stick, I want to say you get 10 of them for $5, and you're lucky if you get them for $1 a piece in the craft store. Walmart might be a little cheaper for that kind, but they don't sell this kind. So I guess it kind of evens out, but at the same time, I think it's a better value because they're also thicker than the craft style ones. These are bigger. They're like a half inch, as opposed to the craft ones are probably only like 3/8 or even maybe a quarter. They're small, but like I said, that's what you get. And so far, the quality of it's been good. It's fairly heavy. Without the battery, it's even fairly heavy. It's got a nice grip to it. It's very, I mean, it's a simple design. You really, if you mess it up, if they messed up the design, it'd be horrible. And I get the Ryobi tools aren't excessively heavy duty, but like I said, the thing does what it's supposed to, and it's actually fairly awesome for what it is. All right, so I don't know how well this is going to work because I have to hold the phone and I'm trying to operate the glue gun. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. You pull the trigger, put some glue out. Usually I do it very close together, but I only have one hand for this. So part of the reason why it comes off up here is because my phone holder is attached to it. But yeah, it's very dependable. Once it heats up, it's good to go. Now it does kind of eat the battery a little bit, but in the case of using electricity to make heat, that's always the case. Like I said, it does what it's supposed to, and it's been dependable thus far. And I've had it for 6 months, and it really just rolls around on my floor. So if it's still working right, then I'm just gonna assume it is a very dependable piece. But glue guns are a matter of what you're going to use them for. I do think that it puts out a wider drop than most of your like craft glue guns. I'm gonna put a little bit on top of that. I think that's a good idea. I'll end up putting something else on top of it anyway, so it won't look all nasty. But it actually dries clear too, which is cool because some of them dry like a brown color, And it takes a little while to cool down once you turn it off. Like the indicator light turns off and then you're good. It takes a little while to cool down. I wouldn't recommend putting it in any kind of tool bin or anything until it actually cools off. But there you have it. The after unboxing of the Ryobi glue gun. I give it a thumbs up. The thing's been awesome for me. As you can see, I don't use it on an industrial level, but I don't think that's what Ryobi's for anyway. If you guys enjoyed this and you want to see some of my other product reviews and after unboxings, you can check out the video. It's gonna pop up. And if you want to see what other things I do with my channel, I have a vlogging series where my whole life is involved. And if you think this van's a mess and you want to know why, or you want to see the stories on how I got those stones, go ahead and click that subscribe and continue watching. In the meantime, thanks. I'll see all my friends later.